So our new topic that we are going to cover is the development of science. So development, what were the areas that has been developed after the Renaissance? When the feudalism ended, Renaissance came, and due to Reformation, we will see some major changes in the science. And here we will mention Copernicus, Kepler, Isaac Newton, Galileo, Leonardo da Vinci, Michael Servetus, and William Harvey. So let us see whatever the changes they have done in the field of science. Okay. So, Renaissance brings scientific revolution, not only in the field of culture, but it has bring in the science also. Extraordinary accomplishments were made in the field of science. Scientists stress on observation and experimentation. So now the scientists were stressing, they were giving more focus on observation and experimentation. Let us observe and do the experiment and then find out the result. So this was the view of scientists. They want to know the exact scientific reason behind it. They were remarkable achievement in the field of astronomy. Okay, first of all, in the field of astronomy. So here, Nicholas Copernicus. Copernicus challenged geocentric model and proposed heliocentric model, placing sun in the center and planet revolve around the sun. Okay, so he has challenged earlier the scientists used to believe that geocentric model of the earth, it means earth is at the center and planet and other moons circle around it, but he proposed that this is wrong. The earth is a heliocentric model, it means sun is at the center and planets revolve around the sun. Okay, in his book on the revolution of heavenly sphere, he argued that the earth and the planets move around the sun. So this is a famous book on the revolution of the heavenly sphere written by Copernicus. Okay, it may be there in your MCQ questions also. So he argued that the earth and the planets move around the sun. This theory arose thinking and reasoning. See, thinking and reasoning has been arrived when Copernicus proposed that geocentric model is wrong and heliocentric model is correct. Of course, he has done some observation and experimentation for this. Copernicus laid the foundation for modern astronomy and the scientific method. So this is the first change, first scientific revolution changes that we see during the Renaissance that has bring a scientific revolution. Okay. After that, Johannes Kepler. So Kepler theory is also not new for you, isn't it? So let us see how it has changed. So Johannes Kepler was a German astronomer. Kepler further developed this theory and said that other planets. So he had also gone through the Copernicus theory and he somehow agreed that heliocentric model. Okay, it means that the sun is in the center and planets revolve around it. So keeping it in mind and just taking this theory, he said that the other planets moves in elliptical path. Okay, so elliptical path that has been discovered. We now know that the planets move in elliptical order, but Kepler proved it and he said that it move in elliptical path around the sun. Not only this, he also argued that magnetic attraction between the sun and the planet kept the heavenly bodies in an orbital motion. So he also argue and just tell the people with the scientific reason that the sun and the planet keep the heavenly bodies in an orbital motion. Okay, so this is also one of the important development in science due to Renaissance, after the Renaissance, as Renaissance is going on. Okay, now people are free to do observation and experimentation, isn't it? So scientists are more focused to find out why it is not like this or what is the exact reason. Isaac Newton. So further on this assumption, so see here again the taking this assumption, Kepler theory, Sir Isaac Newton developed his law of universal gravitation. So here they are related. So Copernicus, so he believed in this one. Kepler just continue with this theory and he proved that uh, the planet move in elliptical path, isn't it? And not only this, the sun and the planet keep the heavenly bodies in an orbital motion. Okay, and just taking this one further, Sir Isaac Newton developed his law of universal gravitation. So his law provide a framework for understanding motion. So due to this universal gravitation, it provide an understanding for the motion, gravity and behavior of objects and influence scientific thought for centuries to come. So we also know due to these discoveries and due to this invention, how we know about the law of gravitation, isn't it? So it influenced the scientific thought for centuries to come. Now, since the development of science is going on, and if we miss Galileo, then it will not be good, isn't it? So Galileo Galilei, with his self-manufactured telescope, see, he has manufactured his own telescope and discovered the moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn, and spots in the sun. Galileo observation provided evidence in support of Copernicus' heliocentric model and sparked a scientific revolution. So see how these scientists have been connected with each other, isn't it? So Copernicus has just proved this one theory, then Kepler began to continue the observation and experimentation. Isaac Newton sir also, after that the Galileo also. Okay, Galileo Galilei also, he also just discovered the moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn, and the spots in the sun. See, not only this, scientists paved the way of observation and experimentation in other field of knowledge also. Okay, so not only in the science but in the other fields also. So what are they? Let us see. Those are most important and we cannot miss them. Okay, so important scientific revolutions were Leonardo da Vinci, an artist, made observational drawing of anatomy of nature and nature which were unique blend of science and art. So we all know about the Mona Lisa painting, isn't it? So here he has observed the anatomy, the structure of the body and nature which were unique blend of science and art. It means he has studied the human expression, face, the whole body and then just convert it in the art in his painting, that is Mona Lisa. Michael Servetus, a Spanish doctor, discovered the circulation of blood. So he was the person, Michael Servetus, who was a Spanish and he discovered the circulation of blood. William Harvey, an Englishman, explained the function of the heart in purifying blood and its circulation through veins. So, William Harvey, he just explained the functions of the heart and how the blood are purified and its circulation through veins. So, so many scientists have been done a lot of things, but these are the prominent people whom we have to mention, isn't it? And this is the discovery of science during the Renaissance period. So scientists understood the inadequacy of traditional experience. They understood that traditional experience is not adequate and accepted the need for systematic research. Okay, and accepted the need for the systematic research based on scientific study. They begin to accept the thing not only on reasons but on scientific evidence. So these were the scientists who bring a scientific revolution because now they understood that reason is not enough without any scientific evidence. So that's why they begin to do the experimentation and do a very systematic research and just propose their scientific study in a very good way. Okay. So this is the development of science that we have covered right now. Although it was a very small topic, but it need to be just explained here. The role of Copernicus, Kepler, Isaac Newton, Galileo, Leonardo da Vinci, Michael Servetus, William Harvey. So if in the examination they will ask you about the development of science, you can write these points and can get a very good mark. So see you with the next video.